Hello everyone! Welcome to Learn and Solve TV. This video is about dividing rational algebraic expressions. So let's start with a short review. What is the quotient of 4/3 and 5/7? A 3/5, B 2, C 28/15, or D 4/15? Very good. The answer is C. So, para makuha yung sagot na yon, ang 4/3 ay imumultiply natin sa reciprocal ng 5/7 which is 7/5. Then, perform multiplication. 4 times 7 is 28 and 3 times 5 is 15. Next, what is the quotient of 2/5 and 2/3? A 3/5, B 2, C 28/15, or D 4/15? Correct. The answer is 3/5. So to get that, 2/5, copy lang natin, then times the reciprocal of 2/3 which is 3/2. Then, divide the common factors, then multiply the remaining factors. So 1 times 3 is 3 and 5 times 1 is 5. So the answer is 3/5. Ang process na in-apply natin in dividing fractions ay gagamitin din natin in dividing rational algebraic expressions. So, paano? So, for the rule, we have the quotient of two rational algebraic expressions is the product of the dividends and the reciprocal of the divisor. Tandaan, it is the product of the dividend and the reciprocal of the divisor. In symbols, we have A over B divided by C over D, which is equal to A over B times B over C. So, kung mapapansin ninyo, ang divisor natin, kinuha ang reciprocal. Then, ang division naging multiplication. Then, A times D is AD and B times C is BC, where B, C, D are not equal to 0. Here are the steps in dividing rational expressions. First, write the equivalent multiplication statement using the reciprocal of the divisor. Second, factor the numerator and denominator. Third, divide out any numerator factor with any matching denominator factor. And fourth, multiply the numerators and denominators. And last, simplify if possible. I-apply natin ang mga steps na yon para makuha ang quotient ng 3xy raised to 5 over 11 and 5x cubed y raised to 4 over 22. So, ang unang step natin is to multiply the dividend to the reciprocal of its divisor. So, kokopyahin lang natin ang dividend natin na 3xy raised to 5 over 11. Then, times the reciprocal of the divisor, which is 22 over 5x cubed y raised to 4. After that, express as factored form ang ating numerator at denominator. So, we have this as factors. And then, for the denominator, 11 na lang since prime naman. Next, 22 is equal to 2 times 11. And then 5x cubed y raised to 4 is equal to this. After natin sila ma-express as factors, di-divide na natin ngayon ang mga common factors sa numerator at denominator, tulad ng x, y, 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 at 11. Then, kapag Kapag na-cancel na natin or na-divide na natin lahat ng common factor ng numerator at denominator, imumultiply na natin ang mga natirang factors sa numerator. So, 3 times y times 2 is equal to 6y. While 5 times x is equal to 5x squared. Then, always check kung pwede pa tayong mag-simplify. Since wala nang pwedeng i-divide or wala na silang common factor, ang quotient ngayon ng ating expressions is 6y over 5x squared. Next, find the quotient of 8x minus 3 over 7 and x plus 2 over 7. Tandaan na sa unang step, imumultiply natin ang 8x minus 3 over 7 sa reciprocal ng ating divisor, which is 7 over x plus 2. Tandaan, pagbabaligtarin natin ang numerator at denominator, kaya natin nakuha ang 7 over x plus 2. At ang operation na division ay gagawin nating multiplication. Then, cancel ang mga common factor. So, we have 8x minus 3 times 1, 8x minus 3, and 1 times x plus 2, which is x plus 2. So, the answer is 8x minus 3 over x plus 2. Next, what is the quotient when a plus 5 over 3a minus 1 is divided by a minus 2 over 3a minus 1? So first, huwag kakalimutan na kailangan i-express natin to as multiplication statement na kung saan ang division magiging multiplication at ang divisor ay kukuhanan natin ng kanyang reciprocal. So we have retain lang natin to. We have a plus 5 over 3a minus 1 times the reciprocal of the divisor, which is 3a minus 1 over a minus 2. Then, cancel the common factors sa ating numerator at denominator na 3a minus 1. Then, multiply the remaining factors. So, a plus 5 times 1 is a plus 5. And 1 times a minus 2 is a minus 2. Therefore, the quotient is a plus 5 over a minus 2. Number 4. What is the quotient when 9x minus 12 over 5 is divided by x minus 4 over 5? Ano ang una nating step para makuha ang quotient ng mga expression na ito? Very good. Kailangan nating i-multiply ang dividend sa reciprocal ng divisor. Then, since factorable ang ating numerator, kukuhanin natin ang factors niya na 3 times x minus 4 dahil possible na makapag-cancel tayo sa factors nila. Over 5. Then, for this, we have 5 over x minus 4. As you can see, we can divide x minus 4 and 5. So, the remaining factors for the numerator is 3 and 1, which is equal to 3. And for the denominator, 1 na lang. So, we have 3 divided by 1 or 3. Therefore, the quotient is 3. Next, what is the quotient when a squared plus a all over 3a minus 15 is divided by a squared plus 2a plus 1 all over 6a minus 30? Unang step, huwag kakalimutan na dapat i-express natin to as multiplication statement na kung saan ang ating dividends ay imumultiply natin sa reciprocal ng ating divisor. Then, since factorable ang mga terms natin, kuhanin natin ang factored form nila para makita natin kung meron pang factor na pwedeng i-divide. Para sa a squared plus a, we have a times the quantity a plus 1. For 3a minus 15, we have 3 times a minus 5. Para naman sa 6a minus 30, we have 2 times 3 times a minus 5. And then para naman sa a squared plus 2a plus 1, we have a plus 1 times the quantity a plus 1. Again, kung nahihirapan tayo sa pagkuha ng factors, ay maaari nating panoorin ang ating previous video lessons about factoring. Going back to our solution, after natin makuha ang mga factors na ito, ay i-divide na natin ang common factor ng numerator at denominator. Sa example natin na ito, pareho silang may a plus 1, a minus 5, 3, and then, after nyan, multiply natin lahat ng natirang factors. So, a times 2 is 2a. For the denominator, we have 1 times a plus 1, which is a plus 1. Therefore, the quotient is 2a over a plus 1. That is the end of our discussion. Thank you and keep on solving.